Hello, 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 ladies. I'm just trying to get everything together. My IG as well. Hopefully, it will work. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. It's good to see you all. It's good to be seen. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Anwar. I am a dating coach for Black and Brown women, and I'm here to help you with your love lives, ladies. Yeah? So, here's how we do it. We will answer your questions. This is a Q&A. So, if you have questions about love, dating, relationships, men or women, we will definitely, I don't know why IG isn't working, answer those questions for you. Yeah? Let me cross my legs, honey, because I'm a lady, and that's what ladies do. Someone said, Local Graze said, remember when you called it about TikTok? Just saw you live on YouTube. Called it to a T. Girl, these men are so predictable. When you have been dealing with men for as long as I have, you know exactly how they're going to act. Yeah? So, please, 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 please put your questions in the chat. I'm here to answer them, and I will hopefully help you level up in love. And if there's anything that I say that resonates with you, that let me see if I can get TikTok together, because before it was not giving what it was supposed to give. If there's anything that I can, let me just discard this. Let me go into my actual lives. So, here we go. Give me a second, ladies. Trying to, as my mother would say, do what I can for God and my country. Yeah? So, with that said, I don't know, IG's like killing me right now. The IG girls just aren't gonna get it then. Sorry to that woman and those men. Okay, so put your questions in the chat. I'm gonna answer them in the order that I see them, and that's that. Yeah. Thank you so much for this hat. I appreciate it. Hey Yomna, hey Terry, hey Andrea, Amaraya. Terry said, just dumped my ex for being cheap. I like it. Here's what I know. Good guys, they're not cheap with you. They say things like, get whatever you want. Yeah? So Mara said, hi Anwar, I missed you, sweetie. Girl, I've been busy. This month has been cruise easy. I've been talking to book agents. This month I've been on ABC News. I have been in the New York Times. I have been in Glamour magazine. Yesterday I did an interview for Essence. Today I got an email from Ebony. They want to do a whole spread and featurette on me. I've been having many different meetings with a lot of very important people. We're working on the TV show. I'm also working on an app solution for women to help them be safe and to actually, let's just keep that a secret. But I'm working on an app solution so that you will actually really like apps instead of hate them. Okay? So I'm busy, and so I've missed you all too, but I've also been helping my clients get into amazing relationships. So this past weekend I've had 3 clients get into exclusive relationships and 1 engagement. So we had the engagement in New York. I had 1 relationship that happened in LA, another one in Africa, and another one in the DC area. Yeah, so She's busy. She's busy. She's busy. She's busy. And I wanted to put a little bit of time between the band, TikTok band, and myself. I needed to observe what the hell was going on with it before I started to step back into it. Yeah? So, just wanted to let you all know where I was and what I was doing. Michelle said, love the hoodie and more supports the girlies. Always that, honey. Always that. Always that. Hey, Krista. Good to see you, girl. Okay. Hey, Too Much Diva Doll. She said, hello, my favorite popular best dating coach ever on social media. Girl, no pressure. No pressure at all. Yeah. Like I said before, I'm a dating coach. I'm going to help you level up your dating life. If there's before, I'm a dating coach. I'm going to help you level up your dating life. If there's anything that I say, anything that resonates with you, tap, double tap, triple tap the screen. If you want to work with me personally, definitely click the link in my bio and book a consultation call so I can see if it's a good fit or not. I also have an amazing podcast called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. It's a top 30 podcast, relationship podcast in the world. And that's where I spill all the tea similar to this. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on here. Andrea said, how are we supposed to date interracially in this political climate? Girl, nothing has changed. What? Okay, let me tell you all something about MAGA men. Are you scared because you think all these men are MAGA? Girl, you know what I call the MAGA men? I call them maggots. And you know why? Because they're all gay. They're all subs. They all love trans women. That's why they have such an issue with trans women in bathrooms. They don't have an issue with trans men, girl. Girl, I talk to my trans sisters, and you know who are searching for them? Who are the chasers? It's the MAGA men. They want to be dominated. That's why they're so mean to women. They want to be dominated by you. MAGA men like women that are mean to them. Trust this, girls. Trust it. Trust. That's why in the RNC, Grindr literally broke down because there were so many Republicans that were on that gay dating hookup site. People are asking, what are MAGA men? Men that follow Trump and a more radicalized ideology around whiteness, around maleness, all of that. But girl, don't be scared of, girl, these men, clock it. Melania, she is doming Donald Trump. Catch that tea. Am I lying? These MAGA men want to be dominated. So, what are you scared of exactly? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that they're going to come for you and get you? Girl, just be mean to them. I talk to my sisters, my gay boys. Girl, those boys, my gay friends are doming all of these MAGA men, girl. Be mean to them. Don't trip on them. Yeah? So, I hope that helps. Don't be scared. There's literally nothing to be scared about when it comes to dating in this era. People said, how can we find liberal men? Well, I need to let you all know something. Liberal men are not like a godsend. A third of them are racist. You are going to have to talk to each and every person because not everyone is a monolith. Yeah. So, just so that you know, dom these maggots. I might do a video about it, but I don't want them all coming for me. I need a little bit of rest from trying to be canceled, honey. Yeah. Okay. Just FYI, I have about 700 people in here. It'll probably get to about 1,500 at some point. So if I miss your question in like 5 minutes, just put it in there again. Spicy LOL said, do we need to lose weight? Girl, never that. No. A lot of my plus size women really just need a confidence boost, right? If you're confident and you're bigger or plus size, you're gonna get yours. I literally was talking to one of my clients and she got her guy. She's bigger, confidence on 10. Like, she never has a problem dating. So what we're working with her is how do we stay in a relationship? Yeah. Podcast is on which platform? So the Get Your Guy coaching podcast is on Spotify and Apple. Okay, Regina said, why does a guy text me about another woman at work? Jealousy game? No. So I don't know if this guy's your boyfriend, it probably means that he likes that woman at work. Even if he says, oh, that woman's so annoying, he likes her and he'll probably cheat on her. And, men are sometimes idiotic and they will tell on themselves. And so when a guy does that, it means that he's telling on himself and he likes that woman. Maya said, I don't want to have to educate a white partner on how to come correct about black issues, though. Girl, no one's forcing you to be with a white man, girl. If you wanna serve separate but equal tea, it's up to you. No shade. Yeah. Nadine said, a guy and I flirting at work hasn't asked me for my number but goes out of his way to get my attention. Then you need to call that out. You seem to always go out of your way to get my attention. Why is that? Sometimes you gotta put the obvious thing on the table. That's the green light. And a lot of these men need the green light. A lot of y'all are not giving these men the green light. Y'all giving red light special. You're giving stop sign. You're giving, and some of y'all are giving yellow light, but it's still do I go or do I stay? Yeah? Give these men the green light if you're into them, girl. Okay, someone asked me, why do men ghost? So just FYI, anytime you're asking a question of why, you've lost the plot. You've lost it. Because it's not your job. It's not your responsibility to figure out the why of a man. I could give you 12 different answers about why a man ghosts. And ghosts you specifically. And guess what? None of it matters. What I want us to do, instead of trying to figure out the why and trying to play SVU detective up in here, I want you to just honor the what. And the what is that he's not here and he's not courting you and he's not the one and we got to keep it moving. Yeah. People are asking, what is MAGA? Y'all don't know what MAGA is? I'm truly gagged. DJ said, I'm into Asian men now. Is that bad? No, not at all. I guess my question is, what kind of Asian men are you into? Because not Asian men are created the same. Okay. Someone said, how should you respond to a guy asking you on a date last minute the day of? So, I always think it's so let's say you're having a date tonight. I would never accept a date before details after lunchtime. I would never do that. That's seriously late notice for me. But here's what I want to offer to you and everybody else here. A lot of women, let's say you have a conversation with a guy on a Tuesday and he says, oh yeah, let's go out on Friday. Some of you all are thinking that that is a date. That is not a date. you're going to need a day, a time, and a location. And if you don't have all three of those, you don't have a date. Okay? Essence said, and where I'm in Houston, is there any hope for me? No. I have just come to the conclusion that Houston is actually the hardest city to date in. It has taken over Atlanta. Houston is, how do they say it in southern Houston? Horrible. Courtney said, what is it advise on women with no kids dating a man with kids, 2 kids exactly in their 30s? What advice do I have? I need more information than that, girl. Y'all, give me some specific questions, okay? What I would say is I want to make sure that he is able to manage his time, because at the end of the day, I would want each and every one of you to be a man's top priority. I think a lot of women are hesitant to date men with children because they don't want to feel like they are playing second fiddle to his children. And you get to feel that way, by the way. A lot of us, especially if you're a Black or brown woman, oftentimes will have a neglect wound growing up because our parents worked so much, and then when they came home they were super tired, and then we just felt like, oh, I'm a burden, I'm a bother. And if you felt that way, give me a hashtag neglect in the chat. And then so now there's like a sensitivity around, I need you to see me. I need you to give me that quality time that I desperately need and deserve that I didn't get when I was a kid. Totally honor that. Get that. Some of us had books and TV that raised us because there was just no parent at home. Yeah. Abel said, when is the right time to mention that you have a child? Well, if you're dating online, you should have it in your profile, in the menu that says, do you have any children? Then you select has children. But here's the thing, when you're dating and you're a parent, don't be talking about being a mother. Don't be talking about your kids unless he brings it up. He wants to date a woman. He doesn't want to date a mother. So you're going to have to take your mother hat off and put your woman hat on. A lot of us, especially when you're a parent, your whole identity is wrapped in being a parent, a mother. And it can hurt you in dating because if you're mothering a man, you're going to attract more feminized men that are looking for a mother. And you won't be finding and attracting men that are in their masculine energy. And that's a problem. Yeah? Because those feminized men are looking to take from you, not give. Goldie said, guys marry mean women. LOL. I'm so serious. Yes. Well, they marry women that are very clear about what they want and aren't afraid to tell men about it. Yeah? Okay, Rose says, you talked about hairstyles. Talk about how you dress relating to men you attract. I've talked a little bit about this before. So how can I put this? Well, it depends on what kind of guy that you're trying to attract. If you're trying to attract like a businessman, like he wants you giving Banana Republic. And then at home, he wants you giving Lululemon, right? If you are showing, and I don't care how you dress, ladies. If you're showing a lot of skin, you're going to attract pervs. You're going to attract sexual wolves, as I call them. A lot of women have super short shorts or dresses, And it is like, for a predator, it's like catnip. It's like, oh, this girl's so desperate for attention that she'll accept anything, all right? So I guess it really depends on what kind of guy you're trying to get, you know? If you're trying to get old wealthy, you probably want to be dressing in Chanel or a Chanel-like look. I'm going to keep it moving though. Okay. And thank you all. Okay. Thank you all so much for sharing about all this neglect. Yeah. It's real out here. I just want to let you know that I see you and sending you lots of love. Okay. Just FYI, if there's anything that I'm saying that's resonating with you, definitely tap, double tap, triple tap the screen. And if you are interested in working with me, go to the link in my bio and you can book a consultation call so that we can help you get your guy. We have just finished the Super Bowl of dating. Things are dying down now on the apps, but we've had so many women in my program that have been dating 3, 5 different guys, getting into relationships. Like every other day for the last couple of weeks, there have been women that have been getting into relationships. So it's a really exciting time to be in my program. So I work with 3 other coaches that help me kind of manage the one-on-one calls that we do with my clients to really get into the weeds of it, to understand what the hell's really going on with you, right? Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Okay, Sidmo said, where are good places to meet good quality man in major cities? I always think that that is like the wrong question. That's not me coming for you, because it's not like they're in one room that you just have to go to and then they're all there. This is about, and this whole dating coaching that I do, it is about the woman. It is about becoming the woman that's ready for the best relationship of her life. It's about becoming a confident woman that can come into a room and command it, right? It's about the woman that's able to have conversations with people and naturally attract, right? Good quality guys are everywhere, except for maybe the club. So I always tell I always talk about, you want to go to different places. You should be going to a hobby every week. You should be going to a place where you're meeting new, different guys every week. And that is really dependent. So one of the things that I do in my program is we get really clear on what your natural flirt style is, and also like what we call your main character energy is. And we use that information to inform what sort of places you should be going to based on those things. Because if you're an intellectual, I'm not going to tell you to go to a sporting event. I'm just not, right? So it just really depends on who you are. So that's something that we determine while in my program. Okay? Albel said, Anwar, I love you. Thank you so much for all the love. I appreciate it. Vegan Meta said, should I tell a guy I love dancing with him? It depends on the nature of your relationship. You can tell him that you love dancing with him, or you can tell him that you think that you and him need to practice dancing a little bit more because you're worried about his progress in dancing and if he can actually keep up with you. You get to play with these men a little bit. We don't have to compliment or over-compliment men because they're going to get a big head. And we don't ever want men to get big heads. It's kind of like you're a younger brother. Like, you never give him life. Same with these men. Yeah. KG Don't Care said, is being friends for a while first important before dating? Not necessarily. I think actually being friends with someone can make things much more complicated because it will make both parties a little bit hesitant about crossing over that line and making it more romantic. So I actually think it's easier to go from 0 to romantic. But what I will say is the energy that you would bring to a friendship, you want to bring when you're dating. Tiffany said, I know you said good morning texts are useless. I called them spam, right? So you asked, do you tell the man you don't like these messages? Well, here's the thing. I'm always of the mindset that, like, I would rather you be positive in the way that you communicate. So it's not talking about what you don't like. Because a lot of people will feel rejected or inadequate when you say it like that. Instead, you want to inspire men. So you want to tell them what you do like and what you do prefer. So when he sends you a good morning message, you can be, oh, thanks so much for checking in on me. I would love to hear your voice. Why don't you call me at 7? Yeah? So now he's inspired. Now he wants to call you, and now you've gotten out of text purgatory. Yeah. Autumn said, my mom has been sending me your videos for a year, and I'm in the best relationship because of you. Awesome. I love that. Yeah, that's the tea. If you go through all my videos, there's no reason why you can't date successfully and well. Yeah. Kimmy said, hi, love your videos. Thank you, girl. Someone asked, what's the hardest part about dating in New York? Well, I think it's similar to dating in San Francisco, New York, DC, Toronto. It's the cost of living. Because things are so expensive, I mean, the average purchase price of a home in Toronto is 1.1 million. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because men are not going to settle down if they don't feel stable in their careers and in their lives. And if you're surviving, if you're month to month like a goddamn lease, then he's never going to feel like he can take care of a family if he can barely take care of himself. So I think it's really hard to date in these more expensive cities. Yeah. Baby said, can you talk about manifesting love? Oh my God, I love talking about this. I manifest a lot of things that I do. And I believe I manifested my partner. So especially if you're black or brown, you have to do a vision board. You have to do a vision board. And the reason why you have to do a vision board is because you're going to need to see the visual representation of what you want. Because in media and things like that, it's actually not as plentiful as you need, especially as it pertains to love and dating. So you're going to have that so that you are able to see it and internalize it as possible. But for example, every morning I write down all of my goals. I write down all of my goals, the same 3 goals all year until I achieve one of them, and then I replace it with another goal. So the first thing that I do is I silently read those goals out in my head, and then I say the goals out loud, and then I visualized actually experiencing that goal. And while I'm visualizing it, I'm feeling what it feels like to actually achieve that goal. So my goal is to have a New York Times bestselling book. My second goal is to have a top television show on a streaming network. And then my third goal is to finish and make multi-millions on my dating app solution for women. Yeah. In the chat, what is your love goal? What is your love goal that you can start putting intentional energy into every morning? Let me see what y'all are talking about. Thank you so much for the support, ladies. I appreciate it. Someone said, what if you hate vision boards? I don't know who hates vision boards. I think you should do it anyway. Actually, I had some clients that said that, but we had a group vision board party, love vision board party, and it was so much fun. Someone said my vision board would be a giant pic of Henry Cavill. Then girl, do it. Get him. Yeah. Someone said soulmate, longevity, and companionship. Someone said vision boards are hard. Why are they hard? What you need to do, the secret of a vision board is not just picking your images from a thought place. You actually have to feel the image. So whatever image speaks to your heart and your emotions, those are the ones that you have to choose. It's not just, oh, that's a big ass ring. Let me put that in my vision board. It's actually like, oh, this ring actually makes me feel full of love. That's how you have to choose these images. Yeah, okay. Having a true partner, self-love, caring man, completely vulnerable with a partner, my man loving me out loud, cute nerd with a British accent. Love that. Okay, good. Good. I do my vision boards via Pinterest or Canva. Okay. Just said, if a guy didn't open my doors or bring me flowers on the first date, he's out, right? Nope. He's fine. He doesn't need to bring you flowers. I do think he should be opening doors for you. And the way that you figure that out is you just stand in front of a door and you wait for him to open it. Yeah. And when he does it, you thank him profusely. And you let him know how much you love that. G said texting first on dating apps. If you like the guy, why not? But don't start off with a question. I think oftentimes what's happening is that so many women are driving these conversations and it's making you feel exhausted when you're having these conversations. Don't do that, right? Put a statement in there. So this week I helped my clients learn how to and taught them how to banter and flirt, which is a very important part of dating. Because no shade, a lot of us are acting like we're talking to colleagues while we're dating, and that's a big old snore, no shade. It's giving Slack, it's giving Microsoft Teams energy, and you gotta learn how to banter. So I'm saying all of this because when I taught my clients how to flirt, right, they were saying things like, when they were texting first on the apps, oh, you haven't messaged me yet, I guess cat got your tongue, and then they put a black cat in there, right? I'm teaching my clients how to make dating fun. If dating is not fun for you, you probably need to come into my program. Yeah, so that you can talk your shit. Because a lot of y'all are not talking your shit. Uh-oh, y'all got called out. Given HR mode. Yeah? Lame-o McLame-o. Don't do that, girl. Georgia said, let me book a consultation. You better, girl. You better. Faith said, I like white men, so how should I look in order for them to approach me? White men aren't going to approach you, so you're going to have to talk to them. Well, some guys actually are talking to you, but it doesn't feel like they're flirting with you. But anytime a white man talks to you, you have to assume that he's flirting with you. Because white men don't talk to non-white people generally. No shade. So if he's doing it for a reason. So it's not about dressing or looking a certain way for them to approach you. You have to observe if they are talking to you that they want you. I also always say if their feet are pointing toward you, it also means that they want you. It's the way that I always knew all of the DL guys that wanted me. Their feet were always pointing to me, and I always knew, oh, I could have him anytime I wanted. Even the thuggish, ruggish bone of them all. Yeah. Anna said, do you have a podcast? Yes, it's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. Brianna said, what do your consultations consist of? So it's me or someone else asking you questions about your love life. We're sharing what we think your opportunities are. And if we think it's a good fit, if we think that we can help you and that you're coachable, then we'll share a little bit about the programs that I have. Okay? No press. Carly said, Amor, I adore you. Thank you, girl. Sam said, love listening to your pod and my daily walks. Thank you so much. Sarah said, I have a fro hawk and have tattoos. Would that turn off white men? No, girl. I've done a video about like the black women that you need to be dating white men. So, if you're emo, if you got big ass glasses, if you got a septum piercing, if you have a denim jacket rolled up, if you have braids that you tuck behind your ear and have a little bit of new growth, all of those things mean that you need to be dating a white man. This frohawk tattoos, it's giving like emo rocker girl. You're destined for a white man. Like literally, only 8% of black women are dating non-black men and marrying non-black men. It really should be a third. So that's my mission. Uh-oh, everybody's feeling called out. Locks, it's either white men or the Grand Risers. Yeah. A lot of people got clocked by the denim jacket. Someone said they need to book their hair appointment. Pixie cuts, the Motowns. Those are the old black dudes. Don't shoot the messenger, girl. Yeah? I said what I said, girl. I said what I said. Okay, let me see what other questions we got going on. Gob said, please give college dating advice. So for my college girls, I always say, don't date the same guy all 4 years of college. Girl, these are prime years that you want to really explore. And in college, people are going to be much more open-minded and exploring. And this is the time where, for example, you might get with a Korean man. You might get with a random dude from Arkansas, right? Whereas outside of college in real life, you all will never talk. So you want to be open to being able to explore those different things. That's number one. So don't get booed up for all 4 years. Number two, if you're a black or brown girl, you want to study abroad. You want to study abroad, you want to have 5 boyfriends at a time, get fluent in the language, and get experience. Because I know that most of you all are probably, just getting started with the dating thing. Number 3, definitely want to explore different clubs. A lot of people of color will only just be in the POC clubs. No, girl, go in the clubs that you have true interests in. Expand your network and your groups. Number 4, don't date any athletes. Number 5, do your homework in the engineering and computer science building. Don't do it in the library. The library is a club. The computer science building, those men are going to be making money and they don't know that they're going to be rich. They don't really know it. So this is a time for you to connect with them. And be the star that they all gag on. Yeah. So that's what I would say for the college girls. Yeah. Also, um, leave the frat parties early. Don't ever stay till the end of the night. That's when it starts to get dangerous. So don't be in there at 2 a.m. Leave at 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Brainy bugs at the computer science building will stink. It will. It will a little bit, girl. It will a little bit. Okay. I hope that helps. Someone said 5 boyfriends. Do you know that? Do you know how much your stock increases when you go abroad? No shade, but let's say you're a 5 in America. If you're a 5 in America, abroad you're a 7 or an 8. You go up 2 or 3 points. So don't freak out thinking, "Oh my god, I can never have boyfriends if I'm abroad." No, girl. You're hot shit now, but you're gonna be even hotter shit abroad. A lot of black and brown women think like they have a certain desirability globally, and that's not the case. America is probably the hardest place for black and brown women to date in. So, whatever number you think you are, add 2 to 3 points to it. That's your real global number. Jazzy said, "I miss Cuba. I had men fighting over me." Someone said, "What places do you recommend?" Colombia, Germany, southern Italy, London, Turkey, Qatar, Egypt, Montreal. Someone said Portugal. The thing about Spain and Portugal is that you're gonna have a lot of fun there, but they won't marry you. Yeah. Someone said, "Where in Germany?" Girl X said, "The men in Montreal, Quebec love me. All different races of men." I know, I'm here. One of my clients just got with a man in Montreal. I'm here in Montreal, girl. That's how I got married. I knew that I was like, so this is what I did. Everything that I said about dating in college, that's exactly what I did. And after I studied abroad, both in undergrad and grad school, I came back knowing that I was never going to actually be with an American man. They just don't they don't get how amazing I am. So if you're that girl who is also feeling that way, don't feel like you need to be with an American man. Literally go online and put your app in different countries. One of my clients is dating a man in London right now. Do that. Especially with some of these girls that are working remotely. You got the flexibility now, no shade. Leave these American men. Please. Most of them are giving 1960s anyway. Someone said European men are so much better. Sometimes, girl. Sometimes. Tiffany said, "I only click with Jamaican men." Girl, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. And I don't pray that often. But I do when it's an emergency. And you need to be saved. Switzerland is a good place to date. Yeah. Girl. Someone else said that they love Caribbean men. Do you know that Caribbean men are the absolute worst? Best D. Best D. But the D will literally, no shade, it's so big that it's going to actually break your heart. It will break your heart. Yeah? Yeah. Crazy, liars, cheaters, heartbreakers. I don't know. What do you want me to say? I just try to tell you what I know. Apparently that woke up the girls. Now the girls are awake. Okay. Let's see. Someone said, "Do you recommend long distance?" I recommend getting into relationships with men that treat you the best. And sometimes that means that the man is not going to be in your locale. I would say about a third of my clients are getting into medium distance relationships where the person is 2, maybe 3 hours away by car. Rachie Baby said, "As a flight attendant, Anwar, you are hitting the nail on the head with this geography tea." Bitch, I know. Thank you, though, girl. Oh, also Ireland, Dublin, Northern Dublin. Girl, the Irish people are black. Okay? Gingers, redheads are black. So get with them. Okay? Queen said, what's in the perfect dating profile? Good question. One thing that I will say is make sure that your pictures are not all of you traveling. Yeah, that's lame. When guys are looking at your picture in their profile, they want to see if they can envision themselves in your life. So your pictures need to be more every day. You might have heard me on ABC News or in one of my videos. You want to have a black and white picture, and you want to try to use it in your primary picture because you will definitely stand out. Black and white pictures get 107% more likes than other pictures. Okay? So you definitely want that. You definitely want a picture of you and your hobby. You want a picture of you in almost like a dating setting, like across the table and like candlelight or like at a museum, right? Something where it's like they're literally like POV looking at you as if they were on a date with you. Yeah. I'll give you a little bit of that. But literally the first thing that I do with my clients is we set up their profiles for them. Yeah, and we choose their pictures for them, and we choose the apps that they're going to be on, and I teach all of them my proprietary strategy for dating online. Okay. Chrissy said, "What about German men for black women?" So I lived in Germany for a year and a half. I was proposed to 3 times. German men love black women and men. So yeah. They love us, girl. Kyle said, "Do you have a book?" So I've written a book. I'm speaking with agents now. I'm actually going the more traditional publishing route because I'm taking over the world. Some of the girls are gagging when they said that I was proposed to 3 times. Why are you gagging so? It is actually not that complicated to have men fall in love with you. Yeah. So here's what I would say. And maybe you all are seeing this in the internets, but I've gained a lot of knowledge when it comes to dating. And when you're younger, like some of these other internet dating coaches out here, you may use those powers for not so good. So when I was in Germany, I was in my dark feminine era. Making men fall in love with me. Yeah. But I don't do that anymore. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl now. Girl, I'm the good witch. I'm the good witch. Yeah. Lean said, what ethnicities like or prefer plus size black women? I would say like Hispanic, like Mexican. I would say also like Middle Eastern. Arab men. Can't get enough of it. I love this. The girls were saying how many times that they've been proposed to as well. Yeah, that happens a lot. Jean said, I love you, Anwar. You helped me so much as a person of color woman, a POC woman. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love that. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about here. Someone said, I want to be the bad witch. Someone said, teach us your ways and magic. Okay, let me see. And I don't usually do this, ladies. Let me cross my legs. Yes, honey, I was in my Galinda era. So what do you do? Let me think. What questions do you have around maybe having a guy fall in love with you? Maybe if I have like specific questions, it'll help me answer the questions. Okay. Dark feminine tricks, dark tactics. Okay. So let's say that you meet someone and you always want them to feel like you're walking away from them, not running away. Because if you run away from a guy, like figuratively, literally, they'll let you go. But if you're walking away, they'll want to know, hey, why are you walking away? So you always want to feel like this. He's here, you always want to feel like this. So he's always doing this. Right? If you go too fast, he'll just let you go like that. So when you're doing this, what does this mean? It means, so this is what I was doing when I was younger, okay? So let's say he calls you. So I would just talk to him for like 5 minutes and then be like, oh, I gotta go. And then I would just go. And then I would say something like, oh, call me tomorrow. I'll be more available then. And then so now, and then I literally do that almost every day. So now he's calling me every day. Okay? And usually at like the 3-day mark, I'd be like a little bit bratty. Okay? Oh my gosh, you're calling me all the time, but you haven't even asked me out yet. I'm starting to question whether you like me or not. I was a brat, girl. I was a brat. So then they would take me out. They would take me out twice a week, right? So it really does work. But again, this is not what I do now. This is not what I teach my clients now. I'm just sharing this with you because you all asked me, what did I do to get these guys to fall in love with me, right? So I would always be on the phone, and then if they didn't ask me out within 3 days, I'd be like, I guess you don't like me. And I really just like guys that like me. And then they would say, no, I really do. That's why I'm calling you so much. I said, oh, okay, right. And then they would ask me out, and then I would, and then they know, oh my God, I can't be with Anwar unless I'm taking him out at least every 3 days. So that would be a guy that would taking me out at least twice a week. And then when we would go out, right, what I would do is, oh my God, this is so bad, y'all. I would, let's say we would go out to dinner. I would eat like half of my food, and then I would take a to-go box, and then I would give it to somebody that was homeless on the street so that they thought that I was Mother Teresa. Because when I was showing that generosity to that person, then they would take it as, ooh, Amour's gonna be very generous to me as well. Don't do as I say. Don't do as I did. 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 Girl, don't do as I did. Don't do as I did. Now he's like, this motherfucker, right? Gagged him, girl. Gagged him. Yes, honey. So then I would do that. So that was like my go-to for the first date. Yeah? Someone said, is this in your book? No, bitch, because I want y'all to date the right way. Don't do as I did, girl. Right. When you're giving to the homeless girl, it's like, oh, this bitch volunteers. Right? Oh, she's gonna be head of PTA. Oh, she's a wife. She's not just some rando girl. Right? So that's what I did. So that's like a date 1 sitch. Okay, so the date 2. Yes, girl. Humanitarian tea. Humanitarian tea is real. Okay. But here's the gag, ladies. All of the relationship gurus are master manipulators. I've turned the corner, but a lot of them still are doing that. Someone said, was this in Germany? Yes. This was everywhere. Girl, everywhere I did this. It works like a charm. Okay, so after that, he's like, oh my God, after that date, it's like amazing. And he's calling, and then he's like, I gotta take this person out again. And then for the second date, I always tell him I want to do something fun. Okay? So, oh my God, the girl said, you got the karma points stacked. Yes, girl. I mean, it was a win-win, right? Someone got to eat, and then I ate. So second date, I always said, okay, I want to do something fun, right? So it was always like something that was a little bit competitive, right? Because men like to compete. It's going to increase their testosterone. And so we always did something competitive, whether it's like bowling or like putt golf or something like that. And then, so in that competitive, it would like raise that testosterone, right? And then when the testosterone is like risen, these men are gonna like you more, right? So I always wanted to do a fun activity date. And then I always used to, I was very competitive. I used to play sports. I was like captain of my tennis and basketball team. I'm 6'2". Y'all don't know that because you always see me sitting down, but I give Model T, okay? Like slick, slender. So then I would be talking my shit, right? Someone asked, did you let them win? I would win at the very beginning, and then at the end I would let them win. Ego T. You gotta know a man's ego, okay? So I would always beat them. I would always talk so much shit. These men have to know that you can talk shit to them. They will respect you more when you're talking shit to them. Okay? So I would talk mad shit. Oh my God, you're not even good at this. Why are we even here? Like, I could have just done this by myself. Like, you're gonna have to step it up. And then at the end, I would let him win. right? So, first date, I established that I was Mother Motherfucking Teresa. The second date, I established that I'm Serena Williams. Like, literally what I'm telling you right now is that you have to let them know that, what did Whitney and Shaka say? You're every woman. It's all in you. Okay? So then I was giving Simone Biles and Serena Williams on the second date. Okay? So that was the second date. So that was always fun. Generally, on the second date, that's when we would really make out. We would make out, right? The first date, if I didn't really care, so I was a kissing hoe when I was in the club. So when I was dating, I wouldn't kiss on the first date, but I would definitely kiss on the second date, okay? Because between the second and third date, guys want to know, do you still like me? Even though they might like you, they still got to know. Okay? So that's what I do on the second date. Okay. So now, girl, he doesn't know what has hit him. I've given him 2 women, someone say on the lips, on the face. Girl, lip tea. What am I gonna do? Kiss him on the forehead, girl? Kiss him goodnight as if he was my 6-year-old child? Never that. Yeah? Okay. Girl, what do you mean kiss on the lips? I don't even kiss on the lips. I kiss on the tongue. Honey, I kiss on the tonsils. Lip. Girl, what do I look like I'm French? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Not that. Honey, he needs to know that I know what I'm doing. This is actually very important, ladies, and let me tell you why. Because now his mind is going crazy. Now, when I made out with him on the end of the second date, and this is all strategic, girl. Again, I'm not that girl anymore. I was. This is why I know so much, girl. Because I know what's going to make the boys twerk. So, first date, I've given Mother Teresa. Second date, I've given Serena Williams. Third date, I've given him Video Vixen. His mind is going crazy now. If he can do this with my mouth, what can he do with my pipe? What can he do with my ... Yeah? So I've already given him 3 women and we've only seen each other twice. Yeah? Okay. So that's date 2. And then I'm only gonna go to date 3. And then we're gonna keep it going. Because these lives are not about me. These lives really should be about you. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so the gag. This is my gag. This is my gag when I kiss. So, okay, so we'd be making out, And then, you know how sometimes, so you're kissing and then you like take a breath and like, you know, you're maybe talking a little bit. You're kissing and then you take a breath. So when we would stop kissing, what I would do was, then I would just do a small little peck on his nose. Girl. You gotta make sure that when you're not kissing, you're gagging him. So you're making out. And then when you step away and you just do a little peck on his nose, bitch, he don't know what's hit him. Do you hear me? Now, another thing that you can do, and this is for the girls that, you know, don't have a lot of experience, so I'm just trying to give you some tea, right? Yeah, girl, he'll be on his knees when you do that. The other thing that you can do is, so you're making out. And then like during the makeout, you might like put your head on his shoulder, right? And when you're doing that, give him a little bite on his ear. Like that. Not for a long time, girl, because you're not hungry. Just like 1 or 2 times to let him know, bitch, I'm here. Yes, girl. Celeste got it right. Nibble tea, girl. Nibble. Men and their ears, it's basically, their ears are like the underbelly of their D. There's a little cross on the underbelly of their D. That is the most sensitive part. Same here. Here, but also right here on the thing. Right there on the back. That's when you're letting them know, mofo, I'm going to put it on you if I decide to. Now, he's right here. He's right here. He's in the palm of your hands. Do you hear me? Yeah. Heavy on if I decide. Now it's your world and he's just a squirrel. Right? What if they done wash behind their ears? What if they don't? I don't care. I'm still nibbling. Because you want him to know that you get down and dirty. What did Christina Aguilera say? Okay, so we've done day 2. Now he's like, mine is blown, bitch. Mine is completely blown, okay? So now he's blowing you up, bitch. Because now there's this like passive active pressure, like day 3, we're gonna sleep together. Never sleep with him. Never sleep with him until you're in an exclusive relationship, okay? Never sleep with him. Always have him gagging and begging for more, yeah? So he's blowing up your phone. He's texting you all the time. He's like, he wants it. He's dying for you. And so that's when you're like, oh my God, I really feel like going to a really fancy restaurant and getting, dressed up. So this is where you like want him to really pull out all the stops, right? Some will do this, some won't. Okay? This is important. Because there have been many men that have said, no, let's just, do something really chill. Those guys are not going to marry you. The guys that are like, sure, let's go to Nobu. Let's go to da-da-da-da-da. That's what we're doing. So then we go to dinner date 3. And then, so that's why, like, in my videos, I always say, and this is what I used to do for date 3, because when I tell you, honey, there's strategy to this. Right? There's a reason why so many of my women get into relationships, because we do a little bit of this, but we do it in a more natural way. Okay? Okay, so in my date 3, I would always bring a gift. Always bring a gift. Because he's paid for, the first date was $100. The second date was $150. Date 3, I would always bring a really thoughtful gift, right? Always. So let's say he is, traveling in the next month. I might get him some really cute travel tags that have like maybe The Simpsons on the back or something like that, because The Simpsons is his favorite cartoon. Okay? Or this is where like your listening tea has to come into play here, right? Or let's say that he is like gonna do a marathon. And so like I get him a really cool water bottle that keeps the water freezing cold for 72 hours or something like that. Something that will be useful for him that he won't get for himself. Yeah. So then in the date 3, I would always have the men pick me up. Always. And then when they picked me up, they would drive me to the dinner. And then before we got out of the car, always, that's when you give him the gift. Hey, I just wanted to share with you this thing that I saw and I thought of you immediately. Here you go. And then some of them will be like, depending on the culture that you're dating, he'll put it away. Be like, no, open it now, open it now. Right? So then he opens it now. And he's shocked. You know, these men never get gifts. So they're going to be shocked. They're going to be gagged, gooped. And now, when I give that gift, now he's thinking, because in the date 1 and 2, I was giving, he can be my girl. Like he can be my man, right? He can be my person. When I give that gift, that's when I got into marriage and engagement territory. Because what y'all don't know is that those decisions happen quite quickly. A man knows. Yeah? So I got him the gift. He's like, oh, thank you so much. Or some of them might be really shocked and be like, won't know what to say. Literally, cat got their tongue. So, and then be like, oh, no problem. I was just thinking about you and I thought that you would really, enjoy that. And then, now we're going to this very expensive restaurant. And I know I have him when he says, get whatever you want. Get whatever you want. That's when I start to go to the back of the menu. You know, where they don't have the prices. That's when I'm like, what do I feel like tonight? It ain't chicken. It ain't chicken parm or chicken Alfredo. Yeah? None of that. So then, obviously, we have a very nice time at dinner time. And then, after dinner, he's still very appreciative. He's driving me back home. For date 3, you make out a little bit in the car, but you don't make out as much as you made out on date 2. Because you've already given the gift. He's already gooped and gagged. Honey, it's Christmas for him. Okay? Someone said, do you let him order for you? Depends on the personality. Depends on the personality. So because now we don't even want him to think that he has a chance of getting it in. So let's say that you were making out for like 15 or 20 minutes on date 2. For date 3, it's like a 5-minute makeout. Because you want him thinking about the gift and less about the... Yeah? So, now that you've given him that gift on date 3, then that's when I knew that I had him. My best friend and I say, that's the moment that I knew. That's when I knew. And then after that, date 4, if I know he's going to probably propose to me if on date 4 he brings me a gift. That was my stilo. If I didn't receive a gift in return, Simona said, tap that screen, y'all. If I didn't get a gift on date 4, I knew that this man was not going to propose to me later on. So that would be my last date with him. Yeah. So that's all I'm going to share. That's all I'm going to share right now. But I want y'all to know, you can work these men. They're all the same. They're all simple. Yeah. Someone said, you were the villain. Girl, you know, I did what I needed to do. Someone said, where are they now? Girl, they still try to, literally every couple of years, they're still trying to connect with me. I have to let them know, I'm married with children now. Like, I'm not interested in that. Because you know why? Because the experience of being with someone who knows exactly what they want and is showing like the best of the best in every situation, they're never going to experience anything like that ever. Yeah. Mind you, full confidence, like confidence on 10 every time I chatted with them, right? Still very respectful for them, right? I wasn't ever like, you're less than me. It was more like, this is what I want. I'm fun. I teased a lot. Lots of banter, lots of fun. Because no shade, girl, the lives of these men are very boring. Very boring. So if you can have fun, it's going to be amazing. Beyonce say, who proposed by date 4? I didn't really have men proposing to me on date 4. I wouldn't have accepted it anyway. When would they? It would take about 2 to 3-ish months before we were like serious. Yeah. And then there are some things that I did between months 0 and 6 that would, again, establish me as someone that is serious, right? Sid Mo said, is it okay for a woman to pay for a date? No. And don't ever ask me that again. It's disrespectful to me. Yeah. Yeah. Body My Way said, who taught you all of this? Girl. So, no shade. My mom knew how to work these men. My mom knew how to work these men. She's on her 4th marriage now. I saw a number of her marriages. She knew how to work these men. I've also been dealing with men since I was 16 years old. So, you know, lots of experience. Knowing what, girl, I was on those AOL chats, chatting with dudes, dude. Like, I was doing too much. But it helped me understand kind of the male psyche and what really gets them. Yeah. But yeah, mom's killing the game. Yeah. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you, because I wanted to share that because I want you to understand that the goal doesn't need to be to get married to these dudes. You could literally find a random dude and get married to him in 6 months, 9 months. The work and what I'm focused on is making sure that you're ready and you're the woman that's ready for the best relationship of your life. Okay? That's what this is about. You can use dark feminine energy to get any guy. Okay? Vivacious said, that was great. Thank you. Girl, you're so welcome. Girl, there's a lot of stories where that comes from. Okay? All right, good. girl, what time is it, girl? I was talking all that mess. All that mess. For no reason. No reason whatsoever. Okay. What questions? Can you use it to make a guy convert to your religion? You can do it. Guys will do anything for a woman that they love. That's why when a guy says, oh, I don't want children or I don't like pets, if he loves her in 6 months, he's going to be ready to have a kid with you. You know? Okay. Someone said, love this live. Good. I love it. I love that you loved it. Someone said, live still being posted on YouTube. I may put it on YouTube. I may not. Yeah. That's why you got to come to these lives, honey. One time I had a live where I was clocking all of the stars and telling the girls if they were gay or not. And I decided not to put it on YouTube because I didn't want to get snatched up. I didn't want you hearing about some random dating coach on the internet whose car blew up randomly. Yeah. Someone said this gives GYG podcast material. I may do it, girl. I may put it on there, girl. I may put it on there. That's actually a good idea. Jay's too cool for school. Okay, I see. Thank you. Love watching your videos while I'm at work. Glad I got into this live. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, what questions do we have, ladies? I'm here. I'm back. I'm back from my storytelling. Yeah. Okay, someone said careers of men to avoid. Definitely pilots, firefighters, police officers, military, surgeons, pastors, truckers. I would definitely avoid those. It's a no for me, dog. Okay, honeybees. Beeps said, and where I got my guy, what can I do to feel a deeper connection with him? One of the things that you can do on a regular basis is use some of those dating card games, like once every 3 weeks or so, and start using those cards to delve even deeper into learning about each other. Those cards will be able to open your guy up and you in ways that you wouldn't naturally be able to do. So, okay. So that's what I would say to that. Someone said, did you say truckers? Yeah. Truckers, not the regional ones, the ones that go cross country. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am, girl, there's so, y'all are talking a lot now. Now I'm getting lost. Now I'm getting lost in the sauce. Okay, let's see what else. What if you have a great guy, but he's not packing? Okay, what are we talking about not packing? Are we talking at packing? Are we talking at like this? Or are we talking like this? Like, what is not packing to you? I need to know. I need to know what it is. But what is not packing? She said, he's a doctor though. Girl, doctors are the worst in bed. They're the absolute worst. Yeah, is it giving thumb? Is it giving pinky? What is it giving? And what's the motion of the ocean? In the comments, lady, let me know what's the minimum size that you need. And we're all family here. We're all family here. What's the minimum you need? Okay, I'm seeing 5, 6, lots of 6, some 7, some 8. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't. Someone said 10. Sweet pea, go to bed. Go to bed right now. Go to bed. So most of it is like 6.5, 7, which is average, which is good. Okay, so most of people are saying 6 or 7. So research says that 8 will give you the most orgasms. And then 4 and 13 give you like the least likelihood to have an orgasm. Yeah. A lot of girls are saying girth, but so let's say if it's if it's giving girth, but it's only 4, are you still living? Like, girl. Okay, Tyler, let's get back to your question because this is actually a really important one. So here's the thing. The thing that I always tell my clients is you want to see how it's going for how it is for like 2 to 3 months. If you're learning each other and listening to each other and learning each other's bodies and starting to find pleasure zones and ways to get off, it may be workable. Or how long have you all been trying to make it happen? Has it been months? Has it only been like 1 or 2 times? And also, one of the things that I think is really important, okay, dating for 3 months, but so you guys have been trying to have or having regular sex? The reason I'm asking is because if it's not getting better, you may have to let it go. We have not yet. Okay, then you gotta start having it. Get into the exclusive relationship, start having it, and see over the first 1 to 2 months, is it improving? He might eat you down, girl. And you're gagged on a 4 or 5 incher, and you might not even think, but he might be open to toys. He might be open to a lot of different things. There's a lot of different ways that you can make it happen. Someone said I need an eater. Me too, girl. All the girls who need eaters, not just want an eater, put hashtag need an eater. Yeah. I need an eater and a beater. Yeah. Give me a hashtag need or need that. Okay. Everybody's, everybody's hashtagging. All right. Someone said hashtag big munch. Girl. Okay. All right, ladies. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. So funny. Sayani said, Elmer definitely took a drink before this live. I did not. I did not, girl. I did not. I didn't. Girl, this is kombucha. It's kombucha. This is the only thing I've been drinking. Spicy water, as some people call it. That's what I'm saying. Lean said, you can teach them anything if they're ready to learn. And that's one of the things that you want to make sure that you're evaluating when you're with a man. Is he teachable in the bedroom? Is he centering your pleasure and what you want? And he's taking his ego out of it, right? If you're moving his whatever from here to here, does he take offense or does he do it with pleasure? You want that. Yeah. Aoife said, what's a finger? Serious question. Girl, I need you to go back to junior high. No shade. 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 I wasn't that girl, but I wasn't that girl who did that. But I hung out with all of those girls that did it. Salon Nina said, Cuckoo and Noir, how to not give it up on dating. How to not give up on dating. By realizing it's going to take a little bit of time. By realizing that, so here's the thing. I talk with women every day and I ask them, do you have a dating strategy? And most women don't have a dating strategy. So if you don't have a dating strategy, put in the chat, no strategy. If you don't have a strategy with this whole thing, then it's going to be hard for you to actually get some significant results. So one of the things that you might think about or consider is I have a dating strategy course that will help you date with strategy. That might be helpful here. But I guess the question that I would have for you is, why would you want to give up? Like, what is it about dating that would make you want to give up? Yeah, lots of no strategy here. That's the problem. If you don't have a strategy, it's going to be really hard for you to attain and achieve the results that you want. Right? I think that a lot of us are, it's almost like, going into a war without any weapons or shields or protection or anything. Even with the strategy that I teach my clients, it still takes them 6 to 9 months to get their person. So if you don't have a strategy, it's probably going to take you maybe 5 to 6 times longer to find a person. Baby said, not that interested in men anymore. Just try to find anything that was rainbow-like to celebrate your newly found lesbianism, girl. Happy Pride Month to you. Yeah. Yeah. We are accepting here, girl. The girl's saying, I'm done with men. Girl, be done with men. Get you a woman, girl. Get you a gay dude. Get into a lavender marriage. Get somebody. The reason why I say this is because it is a very human need to want to be with someone. To make connection in a romantic way. Yeah? I think a lot of us are done because, one, like I was saying before, we don't have strategy and we don't know what we're doing. And two, because we're not making this fun. And three, because we haven't healed our trauma. And so dating is actually just a series of different triggering moments for us. So one of the things that I do in my program is actually address all of those things. Yeah. I give you a strategy that I want you to implement, and I teach you how to implement. I teach you how to have fun in dating and how to talk your ish and how to flirt and how to banter. And then we also work on the triggers that come up while you're dating so that you're not having triggers anymore and none of these things that these men are doing or saying affects you at all. Yeah. Soul Glow said, my problem is I want a daddy. So that is actually a father wound that you need to heal. You get to want what you want. But there's healing that is involved, especially if you're a Black or brown woman with dating. Marie said, I want to be treated like a princess. I believe that that's what you believe that you want. In my program, I want my ladies to be treated like a queen. A princess is still a daughter. And when you're treated like a princess, the power dynamic is still going to be off. Yeah. A lot of you are saying, I like older men. You like men that you feel can protect you and have power and control over you, because that wasn't something that you received growing up. Many of us did not have our fathers in the home. Many of us had our fathers in the home, but they worked a lot, or they didn't give a shit about us, or they didn't spend quality time with us. I want to offer that because that's what we have to talk about. You'd be surprised when you heal some of your shit, how your type will change. Yeah, someone said father in home, no quality time. So y'all are searching for your fathers. You're chasing after him through these older men. Yeah? That's the work. Someone said, how do we stop? It's one of the things that we do in my program is to figure that out. The reason why I'm not answering that is because everyone has a different lived experience and everyone's going to need to do something a little bit different to heal that part of themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Someone said, tired of making more money than them, tired of being called big money. You're not talking to the right people. That's a strategy thing. That's what I'm talking about, right? You have to be in environments with men that are going to actually be viable candidates for partnership. If you're being called big money, then you're in small places. No shade. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to bed, honey. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. It's getting busy up in here. It's getting busy. Loving life, loving my job, loving my work. It's getting busy. Don't say no, stay, girl. I gotta go. I gotta get this beauty sleep. I gotta keep it cute. I hope you all enjoyed this live. I hope you got into your dark feminine energy. Please, if you've learned something tonight, like, tap, double tap, triple tap. If you want to do this work more intimately in my program, definitely go to the link in my bio, book a consultation call, or you can listen to my podcast. It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. The link is in my bio for that as well. Next Wednesday, I'm bringing on a client who got engaged this past week. So you'll hear her journey in the program and what sorts of things that she had to work on to get to the place that she's at now. Okay? So I hope we had fun. I hope you learned something. And I will talk with you all soon enough. Okay? Someone's saying sports players. No. No. All right. Bye-bye.